And a look at the two lineups. Millie Bright is back for England and straight back in the starting lineup, re-establishing England's strongest centre-back pairing for the first time in over a year. Lucy Bronze moves ahead of Steph Houghton on the all-time caps list, with England appearance number 122, 50th cap for Mary Earps. And France without Vicky Béchot, suspended after her red card v Sweden, and with PSG captain Grasqueora only on the bench. Otherwise it's 4 from French champions Lyon and 3 from runners-up PSG. Aston Villa's Kenza Dali, the only member of the starting 11 who plays in the WSL.
Who's here for the Lionesses?
On a more sombre note, last week 10-year-old Leah Harrison tragically died while on a school trip. She was a keen footballer from the northeast and dreamed of playing for England. And England captain Leah Williamson was holding that number 24 as she walked out as a tribute to young Leah, as an honorary member of the squad, the 24th squad member. And in the 10th minute of the game, St James's Park is invited to be united in some applause. Both sets of players take the knee. So plenty of applause in this stadium. The stand continues. Well, away we go, the first of a France doubleheader, and the first time seeing this England under Serena Wiegmann face France. One of the world's best, but one of the world's best who hasn't won a major tournament. Lucy's still a side to be feared.
Absolutely. I mean, it's certain she gets her gloves on.
Yes, there were some people questioning her moving to Chelsea actually last summer because the competition for places, they had already had some top goalkeepers at the club, but she's pulled through to start towards the back end of the season. Credit to Hannah Hampton, a fearless goalkeeper. But not ideal for England to have to make a change so early. Now Hemp chasing after this and gets there before they Almeida. First chance for England to attack in this match. 8 minutes in. Carter. Almeida is often found more at centre half.
And it's the first positive thing we've seen from England, and we know that they have the players, particularly in those wide areas of the pace, to beat the French defenders.
Carter pushes it towards Russo. Almeida away. Walsh. Carter. To get that ball back. But Diani, who was just so lively and getting back there to kind of terrific performance in the Champions League final, but was on the losing side to Barcelona, which England have 2 representatives tonight in Kira Walsh and Lucy Bronze. Hemp and 2. But that's a loose pass. Shawi can bring it forward here. Look to release. Fleet of foot, Cascarino. Toto in the middle, Cascarino. So many lively players in this France team. Basha, terrific crosser of the ball. Just too much on that. Diani will get there first before him. Diani again. France on the front foot. Dali. Almeida. Didn't quite work out for the French. And now 2. Short of options. Again, the pass is loose.
We haven't really seen that free-flowing England for a while. They stuttered a bit after the World Cup. The form after the World Cup has not been the best. Put together a short run of being unbeaten, but it doesn't seem to click like we know that it can click.
Shawi went diving in there to try and win that ball back. Shawi so often seen at left back, club PSG, but they've got 2 pretty good left backs, the French, and Usher as well. And here, 10 minutes on the clock, and the crowd around this stadium in tribute to 10-year-old Leah Harrison, the schoolgirl who passed away so tragically on a school trip only last week. played for Darlington FC's youth side and had dreams of playing in the whites of England. And the applause continues. A lovely touch from those in attendance here. Stanway, loose touch, not the first for England so far in this first 11 minutes.
Yeah, needs someone to put the foot on it. I think Kira Walsh is the obvious, but just connect a few passes.
Trying to sweep that one in behind. And it's fair to say with France, they can be, without stereotyping, a little flaky when it comes to their performances over the years. So much talent.
Yeah, it is fair to say that they've underperformed the talent that they've had over the years, and they've not won, particularly in the last 10 years. The players around seems to fall apart at either quarter-final or semi-final stage in these major competitions.
Yes, never reached a final in a major tournament. Started in the quarter-finals on penalties to Australia in the last World Cup. An England free kick, and Hemp and Beth Mead. This free kick. Wilson brighter forward, and Mead swings it in towards Bright. We'd be delighted to have Millie Bright back for those set pieces. Now Mead has made a very good run, couldn't quite take it in her stride.
Yeah, it's a good ball, isn't it, from Jess Carter. An issue with that left back slot in terms of the balance, having a left footer, but she's certainly one of the best defenders that England have got, Jess Carter. And a little unlucky there. Good opportunity this for Beth Mead to get herself back, scoring back in the starting lineup, and she's probably the most natural goal scorer that England have got in this squad.
Two of the other home nations also playing tonight. Scotland, whose match against Israel was delayed, kickoff was delayed, but they're 40 minutes in. And Scotland are 3-0 up in that qualifier. They're in League B, which means if they are to win their group, they would face a playoff against one of the sides who finished 3rd or 4th in League A. And Wales also playing tonight, who are currently top of the group, but losing at half-time to Ukraine. Scotland match against Israel delayed due to a protester on the pitch. And tonight, only played 13 minutes, has been pretty eventful. Mary Earps having to go off injured. England not that fluent so far. But France full of respect for this England side. Sides ranked number 2 and 3 in the world.
Kenza Dali just seems to be following Kira Walsh around when England have got it, and we've seen that a lot. Kira Walsh targeting, it's up to her to get herself free, and she's certainly the skills for that, but it's worked to nullify England quite a lot in recent games.
Shawi for Diani, trying to run away from Carter. And now Hemp asking a lot. Russo putting pressure on Lacroix, who thought might play right back tonight because she has done club and country. But I think long term she'll be more of a centre half. Montpellier.
I think it's just over a year in the job, first job in women's football, and done really well in terms of introducing new faces.
Russo driving away from Lacroix, waiting for support. Break to Walsh, not quite. Dali. Technically excellent player for France, but dispossessed by England. Mead picks it up. And her shirt tucked. Quick look over her shoulders where the referee was.
Yeah, neither team have really got into any sort of rhythm of being a bit loose in possession. Dali was caught earlier and just got a little bit frustrated with Beth Mead. Yeah, we're now sort of introducing back players that had fallen out with the previous coach, and a bit of calm.
And they didn't let that one run through. Romagna, former Arsenal goalkeeper, was the #1 when they won the WSL title in 2019. Chelsea have been on the roll since then. Basha.
French side. I quite like Karshawi in central midfield. He obviously likes that left-right balance in terms of the footer. And Karshawi can play left back, can play wide left. Central midfield is interesting, especially with the likes of Gayoro on the bench, who we know is an incredible player.
Yeah, that was a surprise absentee from the starting 11, the PSG captain. Toon played into trouble. Dali. Carter slips, and England could have a problem, but with that ball from Dali that time. As you say, Lucy, both these sides haven't been in top form just yet. But France without their head coach tonight, Renard. He was sent off against Sweden, so he's not allowed to be pitch side. The man who is pitch side is his assistant, Laurent Bonnadet, who was his assistant with Saudi Arabia. The men's side at the last Men's World Cup.
So he does an incredible job of building cohesive teams, getting players together, and it's probably exactly what this French squad needed to bring the players together, to get that team spirit, to empower these players. That's what he's done.
Dali haven't got Toto on the ball yet. Basha looking for Toto perhaps. Carter cuts that ball out. De Almeida penalised. Maybe there might be an element of France maybe regretful about the first 15 minutes because found themselves in good positions.
Absolutely, and taking advantage of England not particularly looking comfortable. That back four together, playing together, the first time in a long time. They look comfortable playing out from the back. I don't think Serena Wiegman will be particularly happy about the start, but happy that they're not a goal down.
See there, isn't too happy so far. And then Millie Bright doesn't look comfortable on the ball so far. Understandable. A time out from this England side. Captain at the last World Cup with Neil Williamson's injury. England have really been affected in that regard in the last year or so. Renard. Basha. He looks for Cascarino, and Lucy Bronze knows how quick Cascarino is, but Bronze covered it well. And Bronze again, and Walsh calmly back to Hampton. Not so calm for England on the back. Crowd grateful for that ball going long.
I tend to think France are missing opportunities here to take advantage of these little mistakes, the loose balls in possession from England in pretty dangerous areas.
Lucy Bronze, former Lyon player, as so many of these French players lived in France, of course, during their time there.
And she had a terrific game in the Champions League final. My player of the match in terms of how she defended, how she got forward. Some really important blocks, and she'll need that again tonight.
Yeah, Hampton is good at passing out from the back, but she's not taking any chances. She's recognised what's going on at the moment. Williamson. Emily Bright. Bronze finding it difficult to progress up the pitch. Here's Hampton again. Here Williamson. Opposite to Carter. And Toon, who's appealing for handball. Referee playing advantage. Can England take advantage? Bronze, but look at Cascarino getting back. And that did enough to put Bronze off. You can see how quick Cascarino was there.
Yeah, that's not too bad a ball either from Bronze. It's probably the wrong choice of who overlapped and who went for the ball here between the two of them. She still did all she could. Lucy Bronze to get the ball in the middle. No real runners there.
It's going to be a very interesting confrontation on that side. Bronze and Cascarino.
And France are passing it a lot better than England are at the moment, which is probably why they feel slightly more settled within this game.
Forward to Diani. Diani chase after this. Williamson read it so well, as he so often does. I don't see her conceding fouls that often. But Mary Earp's glum at the moment, understandably so.
Yeah, it's not a happy face.
Towards Russo. How good she is at holding that ball up. Does it pretty well that time. She's obviously, evidently, running herself up against Lacroix rather than Renard.
Yeah, given the choice. She's physically imposing. It's difficult to sort of win those 1v1s when the ball gets played up to you, because Russo's not really had much service yet.
This is a familiar problem. Nice marking Kira Walsh out of the game.
Yeah, it's good play from Lucy Bronze, driving forward. Not really had the opportunity to do that in this first half, but this is good from Beth Mead. Now you know exactly what she's going to do as soon as she sort of stops the ball and moves inside, and it's about stopping it. Hero Mannion did so well there, knew what was going to happen, and it's not always easy to make the save. Keeping the team in it.
Talk about France being strong from set pieces, so are England. Mead whips it in towards Bryce. Miss Bronze, what a chance on the back post for Russo, and she got it wrong.
Yeah, she knew she'd have to get some sort of spin on this. Russo as it lands, it's a difficult skill. It's quite high, it jumps quite high, the ball. That's good blocking anyway from French defenders.
Will that be the last chance of this half? Pauline Romagna was currently with Juventus. Going to France's rescue on that occasion. Mead so close to her second of the match. Might be set off again here by Russo, but not quite. Half time. A lot happened in that first half. But principally, Beth Mead gave England the lead on the half-hour mark. But France struck back in spectacular style. Misty Almeida with a wonderful finish to level things up. And who is going to go on to win this match if we have a winner? Who knows? A very entertaining affair so far at St James's Park. Half-time, England won, France won.
To our match commentators here at St James's Park. Lucy Ward is joined by Seb Hutchinson.
Well, Beth Mead with that goal for England in the first half, De Almeida with a goal for France in that first half. We didn't think there would be much to separate these two sides. Will there be anything to separate them though in this second period? No changes from either side. So France to get us underway in this second half. A lot happened in that first half. Both sides guilty of some sloppy play at times. Both sides showing why they can be so dangerous as well.
Yeah, I think from an England point of view, they need to pass it better. They did at times in that first half, but not enough. And I think France probably need to be better in terms of their press. Maybe move the game on a little bit further up the pitch and try and trap England, but France haven't taken advantage of the space that England leave when they've got possession.
Hampton though firing straight to a blue shirt in Basha, and Basha Katoto looking to peel away. Very important defensive work there from Williamson. Almeida, Scarino, all right, and Carter. He's still prepared to try and pass it out from these sort of situations, and him trying to run it, not the place to do it. Toletti didn't really catch hold of it. The let off for England.
Yeah, they've not taken advantage. When England have been sloppy in possession, France have not taken advantage, luckily from an England point of view. But it's about just releasing the ball, because they were set in a high position there, France, so they could win it back quickly.
That's playing that ball forward. And it is a surprise, really. This is the first game to be played at St James's Park, because the North East is such a hotbed for women's football in particular. Lucy Bronze, one of those representatives, born in Pontypridd. Marshall, Diani, still on the left. It's Couteau. We'll get to that. Bright was there. Here's Russo. Now Mead. Walsh. Always expects the player to be on her toes. That time it was Karshawi. Gibson did pretty well against Katoto a moment or so ago. Now Bright. Gibson. So did win the League Cup final last season. Involved in a dramatic final day. We saw title race. De Almeida cut that out, but as far as Carter. And now Hemp trying to roll the France goal scorer.
Yeah, you just want Hemp beyond. Coming short, she likes to run with it, but getting her in space in behind is where she's so effective.
Williamson to 2. She's taking up some good positions, going in as she so often does. Hampton getting involved. Could have been part of England's way of getting around this problem, is to get Hampton more involved. Look at that pass out to Bronze. Terrific ball from the England goalkeeper. Russo, flag goes up.
I think it was Russo, just gone beyond. Both her and Beth Mead have made the run, but that's good from Hampton. It's really good when you've got a goalkeeper who can just ping the ball there, and then obviously right on the attack. Ooh, it's interesting. And the assistant just thought she'd seen Beth Mead go beyond. I don't think that was right.
Almeida trying to play it forward, cut out by Carter. Carter to Toon. Walsh, Hemp, Walsh, and there's Toon. Finding room again. Toon back to Walsh. Not quite though into her path. Instead it's Bronze. And Carter. Really Bright. Stanway. And Mead wants to get that ball back. Can't link up effectively. Toletti for France. And now Basher. Pulled back a little bit by Beth Mead, but is a fullback who does like to get forward.
I think we just get those combinations right in wide areas. Third player runs and those triangles out wide. That's how you get the players in behind this French back line. Straight to Karshawi. Toletti. Karshawi. France. Pass it straight to Williamson. And now on to Hemp. Russo up with her at the moment. The players arriving. Hemp though plays it in. Almost found Russo as a terrific cross. Stanway. Gets the foot out. Toon. Mead. It's blocked by Basher. Yeah, it's a great ball initially from Leah Williamson, just to set Hemp free down the left-hand side. It's just a whisper away, and I think Renard just did enough, just eased a backside into Russo.
Bronze looking for Mead. Diani back there for France. But it's their turn to try and pass that ball out from the back and not look comfortable doing so. Here's Mead. The back heel to Bronze. Heads was there in the end. Mead almost unlocking the door.
Yeah, Diana did really well. Just follows Lucy Bronze. Improvisation, clever little back heel. It just opens up for Lucy Bronze. It just gives Diana enough time to get back and block.
Spoke about Lucy Bronze's North-East links, but Beth Mead as well. Born in Whitby, which is technically Yorkshire.
Yeah, just about in the North-East. It is compared to where you live, anyway.
So, in with the corner. The Bronze is to the back post, but England going towards the near post. Williamson is hoping that ball would drop to her again. Cascarino can't keep it in.
Yes, unlucky for France there. Cascarino was sort of 1v1, but this looked like it was going to end up on Leah Williamson's head. Just taken off it. France struggled to get rid of it, but in the end, I think it was Russo, wasn't it? Just trying to get some sort of head on it, but I think that maybe Williamson had a freer header.
Both these sides have similar strengths. You might say they've got pace in forward areas, goal-scoring prowess, a strong centre forward, good from set pieces. 1-1.
Yeah, but exactly, and neither want to lose it either. You know, they recognise losing these qualification games, but particularly France, they're away from home. And that's why the onus is on England to get the points and the win tonight.
Here's Carter. And on to Hemp, who does back herself against Almeida, but didn't get the ball back from two. Dali head up, needed a runner. Didn't get one, but links up well with Cascarino that time. Toletti plays for Real Madrid.
Yeah, they've had a chance to pass forward, France. They're not always taking it. Dali then, players in front who are quite willing to chase in behind, with England's quite a high line at that point.
Toto's not really been in the game that much. The same can't be said of Russo, who's such an active centre forward. There's so many touches of the ball in a match. But
yeah, if she's not involved, she gets herself involved. Russo, it's the difference.
Here's the reaction for the man who can't be pitch side tonight, Renard.
Zut alors, I just said then. That's my best French.
Translation?
Oh dear. I hope. Imagine if I'm swearing in French on national television.
Bronze to take the throw in for England. Toletti. Diani got there before Bronze. Stanway having to cover. Shawi. Toletti. Turn pass to Cascarino. Cascarino gets it back again. Toletti. Let's move it wide. Basha. Time for her to cross it in. There's three waiting for the cross, but too much on it in the end. Basha.
Yeah, there's no real flow to either team. You see fits and starts, the qualities that both teams have got, but just not enough.
Well, the final so went for Wales against Ukraine, 1-1 in the end. So Wales still in the positions in their group to qualify for the playoffs. Gail Williamson was passing it straight into the path of the Toto. You don't want to do that too often. Williamson again, even though sticking to task. Bright. Bronze. It's part of the game. Was not permitting defeat in an approach. It's going to make dividends eventually. Carter. Bright. Toon does pick up some excellent positions for England. She finds space, and Almeida unsure at the moment. The ball goes to the other side, to Bronze. Stanway. Hemp's gone more central for England. Walsh. Open to swap again. Bright. Sit nicely out to Stanway. Seemingly trying to work her way through.
Yeah, the midfielders going wide. Stanway and Toon just to try and create space if they don't receive it in those central areas. Just trying to stretch France, but when you've got Leah Williamson and the way that she can distribute the ball from centre back.
Now then, Rousseau. Played into the path of Hemp, but the move is still on for England. Hemp to the back post. Romagna claims a pair of hands.
Right idea getting it out to Hemp, but it needed to be into a path just so that she could take a touch. And it's great vision here from Rousseau, but it's just she needed to take it in a stride and then she would have had a shot on goal. Romagna did well in the end.
Northern Ireland also in action tonight with their toughest match of the group stage. They're away to Portugal, the group leaders. They're 1-0 down in that match. Ireland 3-0 down to Sweden in this group. Carried with her second in that game. Rolford got Sweden's second on the hour mark. But even with Sweden winning that game, these two are still the top two in the group. France currently on 7 points, England on 5 points. Top two qualify for the Euros, and these two nations meet again next week. Which we played in St Etienne. Craft forward. Cascarino. De Almeida has made a rare break forward. She's been pinned back for most of the match, except when there's a set piece for France, and she did pretty well from that. Here's Hampton. Two sides who are waiting for the next decisive moment in the game. Potentially decisive. Rousseau. Hemp will get there first. She often does. Carter. Well, the touch was there, and it's not a sort of position we're used to seeing Jess Carter. Maybe the touch explained that.
Yeah, again, terrific link-up play by Rousseau in those central areas. It's just took her eye off it. I think Carter.
Israel have pulled one back against Scotland, but are 4-1 down. So on top of their qualification group at the moment. They're also in League B, along with Wales and Northern Ireland, not in the same group, but in the same league. This new format for qualification. This is League A, though. France against England. League A, the only league that gives a direct route to the European Championships. Bright forward. And the foot in. And this, of course, as I just said, League A. And these two nations meet again on ITV4 on Tuesday in St Etienne. Jeffrey Guichard, home of Etienne's men's side. Here's two. In the first game of the Euros, the men's Euros, not that far away now. In the opening match, see Scotland take on the hosts, Germany. Friday, the 14th of June. It all kicks off. And in the women's Euros at the moment, England still not assured of their place to defend their title.
I'd be interested to see whether she would even makes any changes just to add a little bit of energy to this performance, a bit of a spark. That I think it's just gone into a lull, hasn't it? The crowd are doing a Mexican wave. It's a good indication.
Shawi actually read that really well. Ends up conceding a corner. Mead to take this corner for England. Delicately poised, this one. Thought the set pieces might play their part. They already have for France in particular. Can England score from one themselves? Mead couldn't quite find her target. And here's Bronze. And now Stanway. Carter. Williamson. Plays it forward towards Russo. Shawi, even slightly out of shape at the moment. Katoto. Williamson finds herself on the right side of midfield momentarily, trying to reorganise.
Yeah, I mean, that's the time where France need to be more direct. You know, that it's not as if they haven't got the pace. They've got Cascarino on the right, they've got Diani left, and you know, 2 or 3 passes that could be right in England's half, but they just haven't done that.
Cascarino. Sort of football giants in women's football. France are the last of them really who haven't won a major title, following England's victory at the Euros.
Yeah, I mean, England just completely overtook them in the last sort of 10 or 15 years. They were way behind France.
We're now hoping to change that at the Olympic Games, which will be his last tournament in charge. The Olympics, of course, considered a major prize in women's football. Team GB won't be there by virtue of England not getting out of their Nations League group just before Christmas.
Yeah, they're all at the moment aspiring to be like Spain. You know, Spain beat France in the Nation League final, and quite convincingly really in terms of the technical level of the players and the group as a whole. So both these two teams are chasing Spain.
Spain's under-17s winning the Euros as well, so got plenty more talent to come. Beating England in that final, incidentally. And at the moment, France slow to build out from the back, and then Karshawi running it out of play. Were playing their part there to put France off. There's Williamson. It's the only way they look to bypass the way through that France midfield. Here's Bright. Williamson took the chance on Cascarino. Carter, and she can release Toon here, but chooses not to. Carter. That opened up for her there. Toon. Walsh. Out to Bronze. Bronze inside. Stanway chance to shoot. Quickly closed off. Bronze looking towards Russo. Romagna is there again.
Yeah, I really thought that Stanway, because we know what she's like in terms of her ability to shoot first time, quite a long way out. As soon as it landed, she just couldn't get it right out of the feet properly, so she decided to just recycle, keep it going, and just lost the impetus and the opportunity, England.
What's missing the experience of Les Sommer, a great goal scorer up front, who's injured for this camp. England missing Lauren James. So I still have talent on the bench that could change things. Because Sandy Baltimore, who caused England a lot of problems the last time these nations met, which was the last game for England before Serena Wiegman took over. Here's Stanway. And Bronze. Russia gets there first. Just runs out to play.
Good to see Leah Williamson. She's grown into this game. Passing it well. She looks lot more assured in this second half. Good to see it takes such a lot to come back from a serious injury like that, and quite a lot of it's in your head.
As they're playing that ball forward, Toto herself had an ACL. Pulls her out of into the Euros. Diani. And Diani using Dali with the overlap. That's an important interception actually from Bronze.
Well, not enough of that from a French point of view. Overlapping, using the pace in wide areas, positioning Lucy Bronze.
Well, midway through the second half, and they're popping up in a bit of space to try and cause a problem. Renard again knows his side, what they can do from set pieces. As the goal scorer on the left there, De Almeida, but Toto, Renard, Lecras. Will France mix it up here or just go for that foursome there? All lining up, waiting to receive this corner from Bashar. England having to work hard to defend that. Toto hasn't seen much of the ball in this game, but Renard was waiting for her to get that opportunity. She's such a fine goal scorer.
Yeah, she finishes, Seb, and that's it. You know, wherever the ball comes to her, she gets a chance. She hasn't had many. She not many times fails to put them away when she gets them in that sort of position.
An interesting substitution there from France, because Amandine Henry, very experienced central midfielder, has come on for Cascarino. Maybe that's to not only on the ball and protects this advantage that they now have, and England having to respond. Williamson and Rousseau, that's a free kick. Can't getting tight, and she will be booked.
And she's a problem for the French back line. Rousseau can never settle when she's around. Input play is good, she holds it up well, and just a
Today's match attendance here at St James's Park tonight, 42,560.
The attendance tonight announced in the stadium, 42,000. But Lauren Hemp and Mead leaves it for Hemp. That's a ball, but France able to clear. Here's Hemp. Stanway. And Bronze. This rejig of the qualification format, these are the sort of situations it was designed to create. Two sides with not much between them. Here's Hemp. Digs out the cross towards Mead. But it's asking a lot.
Yeah, it just needed to be a bit closer. It's difficult to get the power from that. Hemp just keeps going. He's always willing, running down that left-hand side. She's got a good few crosses into the box, but it's not going to trouble Pero Mannion. It's interesting that Henry's come on and just to shore up those central areas, an experienced player for France. So when they've not got it, she goes in at the side of Toletti.
Still have the threat in the forward line of Diani and, of course, Toto. Going into the last European Championships, Katoto was seen as one of the players to watch in that competition, but injury ended her participation. Dreaded ACL. But she's showcased tonight what she can do. France, who were behind in this match, something to build on here. Rousseau. She got a running on Lecras. She has, but straight into the arms of a goalkeeper who's not done much wrong tonight.
Yeah, it's good again from Rousseau. She's just not giving up. really struggling to deal with it physically. Is anyway, and she's just stayed on the crowd all the way through just to make the running behind from her, but just making something of it, that last final ball.
Serena Wiegmann's got a difficult decision here because look at her bench, but her front three in particular haven't played that badly. Russo has been a problem for the French defence. Hemp has been lively, and Mead has scored and had probably the next best chance after that.
Perhaps she'll be looking at maybe the likes of Chloe Kelly or Jess Park, who's played in more central areas, just somebody to create from those central areas perhaps.
Or maybe the wild card of Aggie Beaver-Jones.
Yeah, she's proved she can score goals.
And of course, Fran Kirby, who scored in the previous two meetings with France.
Don't take her for granted. Goal scorer extraordinaire.
Carter under pressure. As France know that they can hurt England in these sort of areas. They have been sloppy at times. There's an example. Darley couldn't hold on to it. Here's Walsh. And then pressure on Stanway. Didn't have that sort of time. Does get the free kick in the end. Williamson. Stanley. Williamson to Bright. Bronze. Drives inside, too much on that pass. Russia. Calmly done. Renard. She'll look for Diani. Carter is there. Almeida aggressively approaches Hemp to make sure she can't turn Hemp. And Almeida defends that well, I thought, at first glance, but it will be a free kick. She disagrees.
It's been a good little tussle between those two. When it comes to coming close together in those individual duels in terms of physically, it was a little push. I think maybe it was for that initial one.
Almeida wasn't happy with the decision, threw the ball out of play, then ignored the referee, but not in the book. Nakrar away. Look at the talking to, though. Looks like it will be Fran Kirby. But now England. Stanway! They were urging her to shoot a moment or two ago. That one quite on target.
Yeah, just not quite been enough from those areas. Good to see Fran Kirby. You look down the list of substitutes and she's the one, isn't she, in terms of creating something that particularly, we should come on probably in a central area a little bit further up.
Interesting thing though is whether she'll replace Toon or Stanway. As Toon has, and the player looks to unlock England at times. There's Chloe Kelly also about to come on. Also get that under control. Frustrating for England this period of the game now, but it felt like a game that wouldn't be much between these two sides in the end. There still isn't. France with that narrow advantage. Carter, this could be awkward for Bright. He just got there. Shawi read it well, but now there's space behind her. Bronze. Pasha hunting down Bronze. Here's Bright. Mead. Walsh. Walsh on to Stanway. Time for Stanway to find Russo. And here's Hemp, but Diani emerges with it. An opposite number. For so many years, France have been A bogey team for England. Just haven't played them for 3 years, but a reminder again. Sticky opposition they can be. Toletti. She was fouled by Stanway. Might be Stanway's last action, although France take the free kick quickly, nicely out to Diani. Henry. De Almeida. Back to Henry. Henry couldn't find Dali, but then Dali, even though she couldn't get there, immediate pressure on Walsh, and all Hemp can do is play it down the line to Rousseau, and Lacroix tight to Rousseau, has to be careful there. Double change coming here though for England, and two big players for them in recent years are coming on. It's Beth Mead who comes off, as does Stanway, and a great reception for those going off and those coming on.
Substitution for England.
Frank Kirby already on the field. But this is the goal that gave England the lead.
Yeah, it's about Beth Mead getting herself back to full fitness and flying for England, and that's a good start for her, getting the goal. And she's so valuable in an England shirt.
And Kelly is on. Wait for the reception for Kelly. And we all know why. Right forward, Almeida cuts it out. Because of Chloe Kelly's goal late on against Germany in that Euros final. That's why England are the defending champions. And Fran Kirby, all her experience on the field, ending her time with Chelsea, a long time with Chelsea.
Yeah, I think as well there's some tired legs. It's a long season for these players, so maybe the fresh legs will just add that little bit extra that England need. Not quite as we would normally think of them.
That'll be a free kick to France. We're reaching that stage now where, well, France look to just try and manage the end of the game. Will they push for more, because there are goals out there still?
Absolutely, but the French, straight away as soon as they scored the second goal, made the substitution. Henri came on, and they're not really in any rush to try and get a third. They know that this would be a terrific result away from home, knowing that they take England back home next week.
It was cut out by Kirby, but to pick it up was Diani. Almeida wanted that ball played over the top. She's high up the pitch now. And here comes the other member of the squad who plays in the WSL. Only two of this France squad do. Eve Perisset, the Chelsea fullback, is about to come on. I wonder if this will be for De Almeida. We'll see. Maybe Lacroix is on the booking. Perisset waits. De Almeida. Now Diani. Looked offside, is offside. France ready to make the change. But not yet.
I can't believe how little times that France have decided to do that. Just a good ball in behind for the pace of the forwards to run onto.
But I don't think they will care if they hold on to this scoreline. As Arsenal will score in the first half through Beth Mead. The two PSG players turn things around for France. Toletti. Toto laying it off, but Dali can't collect. Williamson, first chance for Frank Kirby to drive forward and finds Hemp. And Hemp against De Almeida. She find room to get a cross in. France getting the bodies back. Walsh. Little scoop pass over the top, and it reaches Hemp. It had no right to, really. And Hemp with a cross. It's a decent one as well. Dropped to Kelly. It was an awkward one. There's still a chance for England. Williamson. Now Bronze. Into Kirby. Once again. Walsh. Toon. Kelly. Looking for Rousseau. Renard. But it's Bronze. It's blocked and it hit Renard, and play will be stopped here. And the France captain took that shot for Bronze. And have to be checked here. There's a lot of power behind that effort.
Yeah, just as England were building up a head of steam, Frank Kirby just added a bit of energy. Chloe Kelly on that right-hand side.
Well, Renard's being checked here. Frustration for Serena Wiegmann in this game. Some directions to Williamson and Carter. Not look comfortable tonight for England.
Yeah, they've missed a left footer, really. I think, you know, the obvious one being Greenwood. I know that Serena likes her to play that left-sided centre-back, so, you know, how does that work? Does Williamson play right centre-back? Does she play in midfield? But somehow they've got to work that out, how they get out and how they build through the pitch, you know, without a left footer or bringing a left footer into it.
Well, we've seen some good goals tonight, that's fair to say. England started the ball rolling.
Yeah, I'm really pleased for Beth Mead. She showed what she's all about in front of goal. Again, it was about the set pieces, and take absolutely nothing away from that. That is absolutely incredible. You can't quite believe it, neither can her teammates. And I think England will look from a defensive point of view that, you know, they didn't deal with that. They didn't get rid of the ball, and can't give Katoto that much space and time to finish.
Some excellent finishes tonight. And good news is the fact that Renard is up on her feet. And a player who's had quite the career. I can't believe she's only 33. Has to be said, 8 times she's won the Champions League. Wendy Renard. Into so many tournaments with her country as well.
Substitution for France women coming off.
Well, Perisset's been waiting a while. De Almeida comes off, and that wonderful goal. The equaliser for France. A sort of right smile from her there.
Yeah, a few boos, but also if you score a goal like that and the stadium you score it in that's got 40,000 people in it is silent, that must be very strange.
We have Perisset, WSL winner with Chelsea. To the right-hand side. Williamson to Carter. There's still time here for England. Imagine probably at least 10 more minutes to play with added time. Renard back on the pitch, but here's Kirby. Picking up that space he does so often. Toon. And now Kelly. Toon again. Kelly. Bronze. Promising. Couldn't pick the right pass, and then France almost got a mix-up there. And Lacroix, with the intervention, may have hurt herself in the process.
Yeah, clever ball from Kelly. Which is quite unselfish, really, there. Lucy Bronze trying to put it on a plate for Rousseau.
Now England pushed to the end. Scored a few late goals under Serena Wiegmann. France had taken the lead, or England had taken the lead through Beth Mead in the first half. A fabulous goal from De Almeida equalised things for France, and Katoto with the winner in the end. But these two nations will do it all again next week. How significant this result will be, we'll find out in a week's time.